Hey, what's up? Mike from T3 Hunt Company again. Going to give you a quick recap on my 2016-2017 Pennsylvania archery season. So, quick and easy. Highs and lows just like everybody else. I was able to harvest a doe. She came in at 8 yards. I put an arrow through her. She was on the ground and it was over before she hit it. So 20 yards, didn't go far. Easy tracking, watched her fall from my tree stand. Had the camera with me, but didn't have time to turn it on, so sorry guys, you missed it, but you seen the pictures. So hopefully if I'm able to put a buck down, I'll have it on camera. But had some opportunities, almost had some opportunities. Had an opportunity at a doe, 30 yards, just a little further than I anticipated. Sent the arrow dipped right underneath her, but user error. She was just further than I thought she was. So she ran off waving with her buddies as she went. And then almost opportunity, just about a full draw on another doe. And just about settled into the back wall. And she seen me move, blew, took off running. Another one, I was on my way into the stand at 5 o'clock in the morning. And my shooting time wasn't until almost 7. So I was going to be in my stand almost 2 hours early, but she just was not having anything. She knew something was there, she knew where it was, she just didn't know what it was, but she was having none of it. So she would blow, run off, come back, blow, run off, come back. So this went on for an hour or so, and then I didn't see anything that day. But if she would have come back within 30 yards, I would have gladly helped her with her issue that she had with me. But had an opportunity on a buck on the Friday before the season ended. That season ended on Saturday, November 12th. That Friday I was in a tree stand. We had pretty bad winds that day, and they didn't work out in my favor because the tree that I was in, I allowed my oldest son to pick the trees that my stands went in this year. And so as long as it was a safe tree for me to go up, that's where the stands went. But 15 mile an hour sustained winds, 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts. The tree was just blowing around like this. I had a 6-point, had no brow tines, standing perfectly broadside at 30 yards, full draw, settling in, and then the wind kicked up, so I just couldn't settle the pin. And my stand creaked. He seen me, he took off running. And then had an opportunity on a buck that TJ and I nicknamed Wesley Snipes. And the reason we named him Wesley Snipes, kind of corny, but the reason we named him Wesley Snipes is because his G2 and his G3 are not round points, they are blades. So some of you get it, blade, Wesley Snipes, blade. Yeah, bad play on words. But there's also another buck that I haven't seen since September, but I want to see him again. I nicknamed him Guacamole. And the reason I nicknamed him Guacamole is because on his back he has a growth or one of those moles. So Guacamole, Austin Powers reference, bad. Anyway, his right side on the rack on the right side, his base is probably over 4 inches. I probably would not be able to get my stupidly large hands around the base on that side. The other side is a typical mountain buck in Pennsylvania, probably as wide as my thumb, but I don't know what happened on the right side, but I would love to meet up with him again. But we did have, I was actually able to lease, join a lease this year. First year ever doing that. An experience for me, to say the least. But we had some buck on camera there between the different people that are members on this lease. We had a monster 10-point, monster 10-point. And one of my friends that's on the lease was actually able to harvest this thing. Gorgeous 10, gorgeous 10. Scored 153 inches. So I want to say congratulations to Mike Adams. Happy for you, buddy. Wish it would have been me, but I'm happy that you were actually able to harvest this thing. Buck of a lifetime. Good for you, man. I'm happy for you. But there's so many other buck there, and I know it's happening this year for me. I know it's going to happen. Just, I wish it would have happened with a bow, but put the bow away, going to get the rifle out of the gun cabinet, make sure she's still sighted in, and hopefully put one down. But TJ and I really appreciate you guys following us on Instagram and liking our Facebook page. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go over and you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have some giveaways coming that you're only going to be eligible if you are a subscriber on YouTube. So there's going to be links on Facebook, probably going to be a quick little link, maybe a video on Instagram, trying to send you guys over to YouTube. But it's going to be some giveaways. Who doesn't like free stuff? Could be a free fly swatter for all I care. I would be happy with it if I won something free. So make sure you stay tuned. Hopefully I'm able to put a buck down. Hopefully I'll have you guys with me when I do it. Thanks guys. Stay tuned.